You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We got an OG in the building today, Mr. Kevin Liles.
What's good, brother?
And London on the track.
Yep. I'm here. I mean, that's it. It's like we come every year to celebrate each other. You know, I love you guys, and I appreciate you giving me the time to come talk about this new thing we're doing.
Now, you know, about 2 months ago, Kevin Liles hit us all and was like, I freaking love you guys.
Yeah.
And
Nice
me
words
and
of
Charlamagne,
encouragement.
me and Charlamagne replied, it was like, thank you, OG, we appreciate it. And then Jalea replied,
You
are you
drunk?
drunk?
Now, listen, maybe at that point, but the real thing was, you know, I want to tell you guys why you're doing it. I don't want to tell you after it's over or after I'm gone or while we're here, why can't we celebrate each other? So if I feel a certain way, I'm going to text my crew and say, yo, I love you guys.
But Kevin's always been a visionary, though. I mean, when we first started, Kev sat us all down. And, you know, tried to get us on paper or something. I don't know.
We can talk about it. I tried to get y'all to come with me, but you know, I think you guys did a great job yourselves, and what you have made is something that I think people can never duplicate. You know, you three together is that special. You know.
Right.
Thank you.
And now you have what are we doing here with this Freestyle 50 challenge?
Well, last year we had the Freestyle 50 challenge with Verizon, and we wanted to give people an opportunity to freestyle their way through life. Like I said before, nobody taught him how to DJ. Nobody taught you how to be the personality that you become. Nobody taught him how to be, and all the stuff you went through when you were young in the book. Jesus Christ. So to me, nobody taught that. So you guys freestyle your way to success. So I wanted to come up with some way to acknowledge what freestyle to success means. You know, and what nobody taught London how to play 20 instruments. You know, nobody taught him and said, hey, you're going to be a producer, but he was able to freestyle his way to success. So we have hashtag Freestyle 50 Challenge. I'm giving somebody $10,000. London's agreed to produce the track. It costs a lot of money.
Oh, that's London on the
London
track.
on the track.
Okay, damn. I didn't know that. My bad, my brother. We got London on the track.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you know what it is. Don't act like you don't know. You know.
So London's doing the track, and then we also giving a singles deal. And the funny thing, Angela, I take this. The guy who won last year, his name is Trey the Kid.
Mm-hmm.
When he started the contest, he lost his father.
Mm-hmm.
When the contest was over, in the finals, he lost his mother. And then he said, Kev, I understand I took the loss, but the greatest gift is that finally I'm going to have an opportunity to tell my story to the world through this winning this contest.
Wow.
You can't write that. I don't know what that is. So he's going to be here tonight. Last year we used, what record we used? Spend It. You rapped over Spend It, uploaded yourself to Instagram or Twitter. This year we're going to use T Grizzley's No Effort. Upload yourself to Instagram, Twitter, and at Verizon, at 300, and hashtag Freestyle 50.
When you came here last year, I was getting so many freestyles in my DMs. I'm like, this is for Kevin, okay? Use the hashtag. Everybody was sending it to me with the hashtag.
Yeah, it is what it is. You know, it's people telling their stories, man. Just think about, you know, when, you know, Meek said, welcome to the house party. That you just knew you just felt what it was. You know what I mean? It's like people that tell stories, man, and I just want these people to have an opportunity to do it with Freestyle Challenge.
Is there a possibility that these guys could actually grow to, like, I don't know, be artists on 300? Or...
Well, I'm giving them a singles deal.
Okay.
You know, London's. I can't make it any better. Here's
Can't
10K.
make it any easier, right?
Here's London on the track. You know, here's 300 Entertainment. You know, home of WAP, home of Thug, home of T Grizzley. Yeah, here's an opportunity for you to do what you do. Can't make it more simple.
Now, London, are you going in the studio, or do they get to pick the track, or are you like, this is the track you're getting?
No, I'm actually going to make a track. I'm going to make a moment in the studio.
So you'll make it right with them.
Yeah.
Now, what happened to Migos? Because Migos was on 300.
Yeah.
Was that contract up?
No, we had a situation where we felt like QC wanted to build something special. And I said we did it with them for the last, 4 or 5 years, gave them the biggest album. But their new situation allowed them to have them go with them. And so we said, instead of arguing about it, let's do a hip-hop. We doing hip-hop, and let's all get money. You know what I mean? So we have the album, the Culture album. We have a deal to a certain point in time, and then they'll go and be with them over at Capitol.
Capitol Records. Right.
Yeah, but it's all good, though. 100, we see it. Shout out to QC, Amigos.
Aren't they about to drop Culture too?
Culture 2 should be coming sometime in the fourth quarter.
So that's going to be with Capital? Or?
That's going to be with Capital.
Okay.
It's going to be with QC distributed through them instead of distributed through us.
No, let's go through some of London on the Track's discography too, so that people know exactly what they're getting here.
Let them know.
Yeah. Because when I saw you, I actually ran into you when I was in LA, and he was there. I think at that time, were you working with Nikki
Yeah.
at that time?
I think so, yeah.
All right, so let's run through it, London.
All the stuff I
Because he don't,
produced.
he don't want to really say much, but we're gonna make him. Big up yourself.
Drake sneak in, yeah.
With 21, hard record.
21.
Tough tune.
T.I. all about the money.
Tough tune.
He done did so much.
Lifestyle, Rich Gang. Tiger passed me the hookah. And et cetera. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
So many.
I just want him to.
YG Benz. It's so many records.
You one of them producers, London, that just like to be a producer, like be in the studio. You don't really like the fame and doing interviews?
No. I'm transforming to an artist now. I'm letting them know I'm an artist.
Gotcha.
So,
Rapper, singer, or just producer when you say artist?
Artist, not producer too. I'm producing my records, but it's a compilation of all the artists on one record.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he like
I'm coming out with
that. I manage him also.
Oh, okay.
I'm coming out with an album. It's called Who Would Have Known. It's real soon, so stay tuned for that.
Why you pick Kevin Liles as the manager?
Cause my mom been knowing Kevin Liles for a long time, and I like him.
How'd your
I think
mom
he's
know
perfect.
Kevin?
Uh-oh,
She
don't
in the
get Kevin in
business?
trouble. Don't
No,
you
I'm
start.
not.
She can
No,
never get me in
no.
trouble. Yeah, through the business. So we met probably about 25 years ago. And the funny thing about it, I was the same way with you. She called me and said, Kev, my son, he's going through some stuff. Could you come and help him out? I said, who? She said, London. I said, London who? She said, London on the Track. I said, get out of here. No, your son is not London on the Track. And then we started hanging out, because I won't do it unless it's a value proposition for both of us. But I fell in love with him. I fell in love with him as a person and what he meant and how he does. He wants to make moments. Like he said, he doesn't want to send you a beat. He's not a beat maker.
I ain't gonna send no artist no beats. I don't care who you is. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be in the studio with you.
Yep. So that's why we together.
Well, what kind of things were you going through, like business situations that weren't right early on?
No, it's just I just wanted bigger. I was thinking bigger. So to be to think legendary, you gotta be legendary. So Kevin Liles is perfect.
What was the first beat you sold?
I sold a lot of beats.
Well, what was your first placement? What was your first placement that was major, that you were like, all right, now I'm household?
You asked me what's the first placement on the radio, the first placement in
Your biggest record.
Biggest record.
First
Something monumental
time.
that was kind of life-changing.
The biggest record I done had was the first biggest record was, of course, Lifestyle.
Okay.
Well, before that, Hookah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hookah was huge.
Hookah was huge. Yeah. But I still feel like Lifestyle was my first biggest record because it was with family. They my family.
What does a producer need to be a super producer? I want to ask both of y'all. What does London think he needs to be a super producer? And then ask Kev, what do you think?
The mind frame. You gotta, you got, like I said, to be legendary, you gotta think legendary. So that's what you need to be a super producer. I ain't no beat maker. I'm a moment maker. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the studio. I put it together. I approve it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I think that's the thing to elaborate on it. It's like what's a rapper and what's an MC. There's this difference. There's people who make beats, but I like to go in and see him start with the vibe and start with a sound, and then move from a sound to actually going to play the drums, and then putting the key, like you actually producing a record and you're not just making a beat. You know what I mean? That guys, true artists need to be produced to me. You know what I mean? Some of the greatest ones, and Quincy and Timbaland and Pharrell, they don't just make beats, they produce, and London is up next.
I just don't believe in hit or miss. You know what I'm saying? I believe in hit every time. So you come to the studio with me, we gotta make a hit.
Now, Kev, tell the people again how they can get on this freestyle and what they need to do.
The hashtag. And
The
you
hashtag,
don't send it to
everything,
my
what they need to do. What's
DM.
the
You guys
instructions?
use the hashtag.
Well, listen, first off, I've recruited Envy, and Charlamagne and Angela as official ambassadors to the hashtag Freestyle 50 Challenge. So send them all of your freestyles over.
I don't mind. Tag me in it. I want to see it. I'm going to look at it. Tag me in it if you want.
So you freestyle over T Grizzly's No Effort, upload it to Instagram or Twitter, and you at Verizon at 300 hashtag Freestyle 50 Challenge. And then we're going to have a big finale in LA on August 30th, where all 8 contestants are going to come and they're going to battle like they did last year. You know what I mean? And funny thing, speaking about Migos, last year we had it in Atlanta. And before Bad and Bougie was Bad and Bougie, they performed it, and it was at that night that I knew. I said, "Oh, we got a record ready.
Got a monster.
we got one of those." That night, I said, "Okay, so it's kind of like this year. I haven't decided who's going to perform in LA yet, but I'm probably going to call my TDE crew up and figure out what we can do out there."
Probably T Grizzly probably should get that look, right?
He getting it tonight.
Oh, tonight. Okay,
tonight.
okay.
The
Got
launch
you.
event, he got tonight. It was funny. I had T's doing tonight. A Boogie did last year. T's going to do tonight. Also got Bus coming, because Bus said nothing can happen unless I'm in town. You got to make sure I'm good. So we're gonna go out and do what we do tonight with Bus and T Grizzly, and me and London are gonna sit and have a good time.
T Grizzly having a moment, ain't he?
Oh yeah,
Yes,
oh,
It's
yeah.
interesting. I was going to ask you, too, because when you were here before, you were talking to me about T Grizzly. You're like, I got this new artist, from Detroit. He's bubbling. He's about to be the next big thing. And then you were showing me his stuff. And then sure enough, it happened. Is there anybody else that you feel that way about? And how often does that happen? Because I have to assume that it's not too often that you feel like that about an artist that hasn't popped yet.
Nah, with me, it just we have to have that moment. I had that moment with T. He called me and said, "You know what it is to have your first day out?" I said, "Yeah, you said it in the record. I understand where you were coming from." I said, I hear you. And then we went around, and I went to Detroit, and I saw Trey and Chris brought him out at the big show at the Joe, and the whole arena went crazy. And then I sat and talked to him as a person. Very intelligent dude. He just went through some shit. He went through some stuff, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I felt that. I know what it is. Right now, there's a lot of things melting that we bubbling, but I haven't felt like since then, I felt like LeBron felt when he did the selfie, and I felt like, like Jay said, T just one of those dudes. But we're not done yet. You know what I mean? They got a new movie out coming about Detroit that he's doing a theme song.
I've seen that.
Yeah, that's
it's mean.
the riots in Detroit.
Yeah,
that movie?
yep. And I'm not going to make the announcement what it's going to be called, but he got something special coming out, for everybody. So that's going to be good. And then he's going out on tour.
And what's up with Trey? How's Trey doing?
Trey's good. We finished the tour. Now he's ready to re-up and go to Europe, and then we're going to back in the States to do the theater tour in October, November. So.
And you back with Irv now? You brought Irv into the fold?
Irv, listen, big shout out to Irv Gotti. Make sure you tune in to Tales on BET. It's when family gets together, families together. Irv is a survivor. Irv freestyle his way. He's still freestyling his way. He finally knocked the doors down to Hollywood. So I'm glad that Irv is telling his stories through movies, and also we're gonna tell some stories through music.
I was wondering, like, when Irv got back with y'all, like, did you and Leo feel like y'all owed Irv in a way?
Nah, man, I never felt. We made Irv a lot of money. Irv made us a lot of money. You don't, when you're doing it, when there's a value proposition, you don't feel you owe somebody something. So I thought that we did the right thing for him, always giving him a platform to do what he does, and always standing behind his choices and decisions when they're right. When they're wrong, smacking them up and let them know that you're wrong. You know what I mean? So it's like a brother thing with me and him, and like a father thing with him and Leo. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So he's one of us, and I think what he's done with the tales, the telling the stories on all kinds of, I think the last one I saw was not After Police, but it was
I got a story to tell.
no, not a story. Cold-Hearted. The Meek Mill joint.
And then the story to tell it came out yesterday. So it's just, he got 8 episodes, and I'm very excited about it. We got all the music in the episode. So if you want to put something in Tales, hit up Irv. You know what I mean? If you're a young aspiring artist or producer, hit up Irv about it. But he's like with us, you know what I mean? So he's freestyling his way. So
What do you think about the industry now? Because, you just said smacking up Irv, and I just remember the days when you would go into Def Jam and you would hear music, loud, and people arguing, and people would get rough because they were passionate. Now it seems like if you get passionate with somebody, he's going to sue you. Like, it's not that way anymore.
You're not at 300 then. I mean, like, to me, I got people throwing shit. I got people throwing stuff. I got people arguing. It all depends on hierarchy. See, we went through a period of time in our industry where people were afraid for their jobs. So you had the hierarchy like, do what I say. And you had the young people like, I better do what I say because I want to keep my job.
right.
You know what I mean? So everybody played it safe. Whereas now the industry started to turn, you'll start to see the power of independence again come back where people are saying, I don't think that's right. I got little kids telling me, yo, you corny. Now, you know, I'm like, you can't even tell me I'm corny. I don't even know what you said. No, but Kev, you got to understand. And so I sit and listen. You know what I mean? It's why I surround myself with people like London that say, yo, tell me what it is. You know what I mean? And I'm okay with being wrong. But you got a long list of things before I say I'm wrong. You know what I mean? But if you get me to that space, and like I said, you know, think about, you know, us, you know, I'm not in it to say I did it again. You know what I mean? I'm in it because I want to provide a platform for more people to live their dream. And you can't live your dream without expressing yourself. So I think the industry is getting back to that, but it's going to start with the independence.
I think the execution probably stays the same, but the actual content is different. The substance is different. You know what I'm saying? Like London is dope, but you used to dealing with the Swisses and the D's and Y's, but it's a different time. You know what I'm saying? So London's just as dope as they were. It's just a different way to do things now. But the execution is the same. Yeah.
I think I'm doper than all of them. The old school and the new school.
Swiss, beat challenge, Swiss.
Hey, Swiss, Timberland, y'all want to challenge me? Come on with it.
That's how you put it. But that's how you supposed to feel. That's how you supposed to feel.
I won't smoke. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying it for no reason.
There you go.
London, is your album going to be independent or major label?
Major label, for sure.
Yeah, I what I did is we have a good friends at RCA, and I have a couple of artists over there, and Cheryl and his mom did a lot of business there before. So I thought it would be perfect for us to do something with them. You know, they backed them heavily. You know what I mean? So we felt it'd be great for them to do it over at RCA.
What did your mom do in the industry, London?
She a businesswoman.
She helps with him. She does a lot of tour management. Like
she like a road manager kind of. Yeah.
Oh, so you've been around. That's how you got the bug to want to do beats and all that?
I'm a natural musician, you know. Me and Thug grew up together, so we met Birdman together, and we met up with him, and then we took off together, basically. That's how that happened.
Yep.
And Mom been doing the road manager thing and been in the music game, so it all just came together.
All right, well, there you have it. Kevin Liles, London on the track.
That
we appreciate
hashtag
you guys.
one more time.
Hashtag Freestyle 50 challenge. Upload yourself. I'm rapping over No Effort from T Grizzley at Verizon at 300 Entertainment to Twitter or Instagram, and make sure you freestyle your way to success.
There you have it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.